There was a time when gods walked the earth, when warriors were heroes. Their battles and conquests became legend, and the legend lives on. This is the hour of the Gladiators.
Finals are underway, and once again we start the clock on the fastest 60 minutes of the week. The Gladiators, with your hosts Kimberly and Aaron.
Good evening and welcome to the quarterfinals of Gladiators. What about that competition last week? That was amazing, wasn't it, Kimberly?
Just incredible, Aaron.
Well, all of our challenges that you will see compete from now on have proven their strength and endurance against our team of Gladiators over a range of grueling events.
And in the Eliminator, they've been pitched head-to-head. But before we meet our challengers, please welcome the extraordinary Trojans of the stadium, the mighty Gladiators.
Gladiators. And here they are. Force, Rebel, Hammer, Blade, Tower, Cheetah, Cougar, Delta, Condor, Storm, Vulcan, Flame and Taipan.
And our female challengers tonight are Bernadette Withers and Kerry Warman.
Bernie is 23, 5'1", 57 kilos. She's from the Gold Coast. Bernie's a student and has been a competitive gymnast for 8 years. Kerry is a library technician from East Brisbane. She's 27, 5'10", 69.5 kilos. Kerry likes training and loves cooking. Kerry was one of our tallest challengers to date, and she used her height to her advantage on the wall. And the extra reach gave her some great points in Powerball. Bernadette, in contrast, was a pocket rocket. She dodged everything Blade threw at her on the rings and killed Cheetah on the tilt.
Please welcome to centre stage, Kerry and Bernadette. Good evening, girls. Are you in a positive frame of mind tonight?
Oh, yes, I think you've got to be. Otherwise, you're not going to get too far.
Now, Bernadette, you're a gym instructor. How did you come to be involved in Gladiators?
Well, I also do a bit of rock climbing, and I was down at the Queensland Climbing Centre and I found out about it from there and I applied, and here I am.
You did exceptionally well in the Eliminator, completing it in 1 minute and 16 seconds.
Hopefully tonight will go a little bit better.
You took a bit of a pounding in Powerball.
It was a real introduction to Gladiators. I've got to say, it was the first time I'd met them, the first time I saw them eye to eye, and they just let us have it. It was like a real kickstart to the show. It was great.
Well, all the best to both of you, and we'll look forward to seeing you in the first game.
Thanks.
Thanks a lot.
And now to compete against our male gladiators this evening are our two challengers, Ian Jacobs and Andrew Halliday.
Ian's from Brisbane. He's 25, married with one child and teaches kickboxing. Ian is a sports fanatic. Andrew from Victoria is 28, single, a personal trainer who loves exercise, 14 times a week on average. In Ian's duel with Force, the Gladiator moved onto his platform and was disqualified. And on the rings, Taipan tried to go low on Ian, but couldn't hold on, Ian getting the points. Andrew had a similar run-in with Taipan, this time Taipan being disqualified for going too high. And on the tilt, well, Andrew just rubbed salt into Taipan's wounds.
Please welcome to the arena, Ian and Andrew. Welcome back, gentlemen. You're the quiet achiever, Ian. You don't say much, and even during the games, you just go about your job.
Yeah, certainly do, mate. It's the way to do it, I believe.
Now, Andrew, do you face finals differently than just normal rounds?
Well, there's a lot more pressure to perform, but I sort of take it in my own stride and go out there and face each individual game, and then, you know, finally tackle Eliminator, yeah.
Are you really prepared? You're going to be playing a couple that you played last time.
These events that are on tonight, they're a lot different, require a bit more speed and agility, and I think I've got what it takes, yeah.
You worried about this, man?
Oh, definitely am. The two people that are I feel that'll be the hardest to beat is both of us here.
Yeah, well, that's good, and you're up against each other, which is going to make things difficult because there's one winner, one loser. But I'd like to wish you the best of luck on the finals in Gladiators.
And now let these quarterfinals begin.
Gladiators.
To begin tonight, the game is hard and fast, and each basket scores very valuable points.
Powerball.
2 points for every ball in the outer basket, 3 points for the central goal basket.
Our two challengers are ready to dodge the Gladiators at every turn. Kerry and Bernadette are at their peak. But will Flame, Blade or Delta let them show it?
A perfect 10 there for Blade as she cartwheels across the floor. Remember, she's an international gymnast. And here we go, game number 1, second quarter final. The action's about to start.
3, 2, 1.
Ladies, Powerball, and they're on their way. Oh, 2 early points there to Kerry. What a great start. 2-0 as she goes off to grab another ball. She comes again, goes for the hoop shot. Couldn't get it, rim out there for Bernie. Bad luck, Bernie, as she was brought down. Change of balls for the girls. Another aerial shot, a miss there for Kerry, and also Bernie. 25 seconds left, time running out. Extra points coming up, maybe no, not for Bernie, she has an air shot. Kerry now coming through. More points needed, no, that one went wide. Oh, time running out, 10 seconds to go. Bernie brought down. A chance here for Kerry, last December. She spins. Will she get it in? Yes, rubs off. Another 2 to Kerry. Right on the whistle. Great work, Kerry. 4 points. And it's going to get tougher, ladies. As the replay shows us, Bernie was really unfortunate. One rimmed out there, and then she had another shot. She spun around beautifully, but she was so unlucky. Went stretched and just missed. Bad luck, Bernie. She was brought down from all angles.
Well done, a good start to the evening. 2 balls, 4 points.
It was a great start, yeah.
Was it a tough game for you? You don't seem too exhausted.
Actually, yeah, I think your first game of the night sort of always catches you by surprise, but yeah, it was tough. They were going to make me work for them.
After the first event, Kerry has those 4 precious points. Bernadette yet to score.
It's a great night of action for the quarterfinals contest. And now the men take to the field. Please welcome Ian and Andrew. And to seize control of the court, our Gladiators, Tower, Taipan and Hammer.
Challengers, ready.
Yep, ball is in readiness now for the start of the men's Powerball. Game number 1 for the guys in the second quarter final.
3, 2, 1.
Here we go, Ian's in the red, Andrew in the blue, and 2 early points there to Andrew. 2 points from the outer basket, 3 for the central. Oh, Hammer! What a great save there by Hammer, a rim down. Ian's brought down. Andrew, a new ball. Spins to the right, another 2 there to Andrew. Great work, 25 to go. Here he comes again, that takes him to 6 points. Oh, you're doing so well, Andrew, keep it up. Ian yet to score. A chance, air ball, no. Andrew brought down, lunges another 2. That's 8 points for the game to Andrew with 10 seconds. Oh, this is great stuff by Andrew. Ian a chance, no. Andrew's down. Time running out. They have to get to the other end, and they won't do it. That's the best run I've seen in Powerball. 8 points to Andrew. And here we go. 2 early points to Andrew. Now, this was a beautiful save by Hammer as he knocked the ball out of Andrew's hand just before it went in. And the final lunge on the last basket, fantastic.
Andrew, they don't get much tougher in the quarterfinals.
I tell you what, I've played some hard games of touch in my life. That was the hardest. Absolutely.
I saw you over in the corner there. Hammer was just hounding you and he wouldn't let you up, but you managed to get the ball in.
I felt like there was 5 of them on me when he was on me. Yeah, I got it in, thank God.
Well, you did well, Andrew. You scored 8 points.
Thanks a lot.
Well, Andrew couldn't ask for a better start. 8 points in Powerball. Ian failed to score.
Coming up next, balance and agility are the skills required to weather the tempestuous storm.
I've got attitude. You got a problem with that?
Gladiators. Gladiators.
I do gymnastics, a bit of running, but my passion is rock climbing. I came on Gladiators just simply because I thought it'd be a lot of fun, and I definitely wouldn't mind winning some of the prizes.
Staying on the platforms and fending off the Gladiators. Let's see who drops to the mat first.
Stay up there for 30 seconds and don't get knocked off by the attacking Gladiator.
Bernadette is our challenger on the platform, and she's facing Storm.
Storm letting everybody know she's going to put Bernadette on the mat. Let's match them up. Storm's got a 4-inch height advantage.
Challenger, ready! Gladiator, ready! Let's go!
It's time for the duel. Storm and Bernadette on the podiums, and away they go. Storm with a couple of early ones. Same with Bernadette. Bernadette actually just fishing around, trying to find Storm. This is where that height advantage comes in, because Bernadette has to actually reach higher to try and knock Storm around. Storm coming in with some nice blows there on Bernadette's left. Bernadette not doing much fighting here, defending a bit. Storm still throwing some blows. Bernadette tries to come back. Time running out. There's the whistle. I don't know whether she'll get 5. Did she defend or attack? As the replay shows, Bernie was on the back foot for most of the event. Now, did she attack throughout, or was she just in defensive mode? The referee said at the start that they're going to be tough on the rules. This is going to show us whether they are or not. Let's go down to Aaron for an official result.
Bernie, I have some bad news for you. No points, but we're going to check with John Alexander, our referee.
Especially in the quarterfinals, the challenger, as the Gladiator, must be seen to be attacking at all times. In my opinion, Bernie did not attack enough.
So no points?
No points.
Bernie, not good news.
No, it's not good news. I feel I was attacking as best as I could. It's really difficult to defend and attack as well, and I'm sure I got quite a few good shots in.
Well, Bernie stood her ground despite Storm's attempts to get her down. Let's see if Kerry can hold her turf against the fiery Flame.
This is going to be a great matchup. As the stats show us, Kerry's got the height, Flame the weight.
Challenger, ready!
Flame loves it up here on the podiums. Kerry's going to have to watch herself. She saw how John Alexander penalised our first competitor.
2, 1.
No place to Bernadette. Let's see if Kerry does survives the same actions. Yep, she is. She's not attacking straight off. That could go against her. Flame now coming hard with a few punches. Kerry just defending once more. I don't know why. She saw what Bernadette did, and she had the advantage there. She starts throwing a couple now. 10 seconds to go. Flame not giving in. Kerry coming back, but ever so softly. Here comes Flame. Kerry defending once more. Time's run out, and I reckon it might go against Kerry also. Kerry threw a couple, but Flame was ever so much stronger up there, and Kerry just defended for most of the event. How will John Alexander see this one? Let's cross down to Kimberly, and she's got John down there with her now.
Kerry, your progressive score is 4, and unfortunately you didn't score any points in that game. Let's go to John Alexander to find out why.
Kerry was fighting too much off the back foot, blocking too much. She showed insufficient aggression to score points.
That's a word from John Alexander. Kerry, how do you feel about that?
Oh, well, that's the second time I've been up against Flame in duel, and it's not any easier just because you've seen her before. She does smile beautifully, though.
Flame might have been smiling, but it's quarter-final time, and the challengers are really going to have to go a lot harder. So the challengers get no points in duel, and after 2 events, Kerry holds onto her 4-point lead.
I'm the current middleweight kickboxing champion of the world. I'm super competitive, I'm here to win, and that's a warning.
We must remind you, it is the quarterfinals and we are getting tougher with the rules. But up on the podium now is Ian, and he's going to be facing the volcanic Vulcan.
This is Ian's second duel with a Gladiator. Last time he came up against Force, this time Vulcan's got it all over him.
Challenger ready. Gladiator ready.
Look at that look in Vulcan's eyes. He means business up here on the platforms.
3, 2, 1.
And no holding back from either Ian or Vulcan. They're going at it hammer and tongs straight up. Ian throwing some tough ones, and so was Vulcan. A bit hesitant in the middle. 17 seconds to go. And look at Vulcan unleash. One from the right, one from the left. Ian ducks, he fights back. Nearly lost the stick. He comes back again now. Vulcan throws a couple more. Ian losing balance. Can he stay up there? Oh, yes, he does, but he stood on Vulcan's platform. Was it in the course of balance or not? We'll soon find out. Well, we have a look at the replay. Ian really copped a belting towards the end there from Vulcan. He tried to fight back with a few himself. Nearly lost his balance at the end. Vulcan just kept coming at him. Ian fought back well. Yep, that's the way to duel.
Ian, I've got good news for you. Even though you did go onto Vulcan's podium, it was through the motion of swinging. You've earned 5 points.
Great, thanks very much.
And a well-deserved and well-earned 5 points, because that's your progressive score now.
Yeah, thank you.
I didn't think you were going to stay up there any longer, taking all those hits.
Come on, Darren. Come on.
It's a referee's decision, Vulcan.
Who's the referee? I want to see him now.
We've got confirmation with John.
What's the problem, Vulcan?
You the problem, referee.
You watch how you talk to me, Vulcan. Mr. Referee to you, okay?
Oh, boy, I reckon Vulcan might have started something there. Not sure whether the crowd's behind him or against him. Look at Vulcan. He's pumped to the max.
Get the chum out of the way. Get out of the way. Get out.
Wow, Vulcan really blew his top that time. But Ian proved to be a player to be reckoned with. Now, let's see if Andrew can push Tower from his perch.
Mismatch of the century. Look at the stats. Tower's 6 inches taller, 25 k's heavier.
Challenger ready.
Andrew's going to have his hands full trying to knock Tower off the podium.
Gladiator ready.
If Tower wins this one, it won't surprise me.
Under.
Here we go.
3, 2, 1.
Last duel of the night, and it's Andrew up against Tower. Andrew's not holding back. Tower's got the bottom of the stick, and he's unleashing with some lethal blows. Andrew ducking, weaving. Can he stay up? Tower goes low now, finishes with a couple. Tower not holding back. He keeps throwing it from left, from the right. Andrew unbalances once more. What a great duel. Looks like Tower won't protest. He's a real gentleman. Obviously, Tower didn't take offence to Andrew stepping on his podium twice. And I reckon I know why, because Andrew was just going for it hammer and tongs, and he lost his balance a couple of times, but put in a great effort, but take nothing away from Tower. He's a man mountain.
Oh, he gave me a hammer. His name should be Hammer, not Tower. That was huge.
We thought you were going down for a few times there.
So did I, and my brain cells and everything, yeah.
Did any of those blows hurt?
Yeah, they all made all my vision go fuzzy for a second there, but I held in.
Well, the brain cells are intact, and both challengers 5 points from duel. After 2 events, Andrew still leads by 8.
What a fantastic game. These quarter-final contests don't get any easier. When we return, we increase the action as our challengers are put to the test.
Force, 30 years old, 6'1", 106 kilos. He's a martial arts and bodybuilding champion. Don't rub Force up the wrong way, because he'll turn tough.
Tough? You're about to find out what tough means. Gladiators.
Yeah, I do go to the gym a bit. Yeah, I do a bit of cycling. And I'm learning to surf. And I'm here to win.
You've got to be quick on your feet and have lightning reflexes. Otherwise, those demolition balls will send you flying.
Hit and run.
The challenger runs from one end of the bridge to the other. Every crossing, 2 points.
Standing tall on the bridge, please welcome our challenger, Kerry. She's facing up to our gladiators, Rebel, Delta, Cheetah, and Fury.
As the stats show us, Fury gives a few inches and kilos away to Kerry, but she makes up in attitude.
Challenger, ready.
A big opportunity here for Kerry to get some big points on the bridge. All she needs is fancy footwork and eyes in the back of her head.
2, 1.
And away she goes down the suspension bridge. Balls coming from everywhere, but she gets the first 2 points. Sprints back for another 2. That takes her to 4. Oh, she's quick. 6 points. I can see her tactic. She's just going for it. Doesn't give a damn as now she's got 8. This is a great run. 13 seconds to go. Here she comes. Nearly got knocked off. Stays up. 10 points. Time running out. She's back for another 2. Make that 12. Fantastic. As the time runs out, but what a great score. Kerry with the run of her life. And take a bow, and so you should, Kerry. That was a fantastic run. 12 points is the most we've seen on the hit and run, and this one nearly took her out, but full points to her. She stayed up there and ran till the end. And you'd reckon if the whistle didn't blow, she'd still be running.
Kerry, congratulations. You got across the bridge 6 times. That means you've just gained yourself 12 points.
Excellent.
Is that a relief?
Oh, yeah, I like them points. They're great.
What a great run. Kerry managed to avoid some close collisions there. It's now Bernadette's turn. Can she top Kerry's score?
Stat-wise, Bernie doesn't stack up well against the female gladiators, but she's a pocket rocket, and I'm putting all my money on her. She needs the points.
Gladiators, ready. 3, 2, 1.
And there goes the rocket. Oh, very cautious is Bernie. A different run to what we saw with Kerry. She's getting underneath, and her height will help her there. 2 points early up as she comes back. Another 2. Takes it to 4. 17 seconds to go. Time running out. She's over for 6. This is a great run from Bernie. Oh, what a dive. What a dive. Takes it to 8. She comes back. Can she get another 2? She looks. Oh, nearly knocked off. She's touched the edge. Yep, 2 more. Takes it to 10. Oh, Bernie, how'd you do it? How did you stay up? Well, I reckon we might see it here. This was a great duck. If she had have stayed on her 2 feet, she was off for all money. Got across 2 points, came back for the run. She looked right, looked left, just like she was crossing the road. But the last one, the semi-trailer nearly took her off, but she stayed up there.
Bernie, I have some good news for you. Your progressive score up to this date was nothing, but after that run, you've got 10 points.
At last. That one was great fun. It was difficult, but just getting a rhythm going, and then it was right.
You were nearly knocked off there on this far end.
That was really funny out there. I just hung on by one fingernail.
Bernie's fingernail finally gets her on the board, 10 points. Kerry's 12 keeps her in the lead, 16 to 10.
I train 7 days a week. I'm a wild rollerblader, and when I've got some time, I spend it with my girlfriend. I'm on Gladiators because it's tough, it's rough, and I know I can do it.
As you've just seen with the women, timing is an essential tactic. Well, Andrew's on the platform now. Let's see how quick he is. Up against him, Force and Taipan. And on the other platform, Vulcan and Hammer.
The last bloke you'd want to see throw anything at you when you're running on a bridge is Taipan. Look at him, folks, he's big.
Challenger, ready.
Andrew in for the run of his life. Look at the way the Gladiators are holding these balls back. They're going to come down at 100 knots. And I reckon Andrew understands that. He's being very cautious at the start as he goes across the bridge. Misses 4, gets the 2 points. Comes back, he's in the middle. Watches 3 and 4 goes past. He's got another 2. Here he comes again. Oh, squash! The meat of the sandwich, and he's out of here. Andrew's gone with 4 points. Let's look at this again. He was cautious, got the 4 points. As he came up here to 3 and 4, they just both got him together. Handstand, and he was off the bridge. From another angle, we'll see exactly what happened. It was a great run, but he just couldn't miss those last 2 balls. And off he went. It was Vulcan and Hammer responsible for the drop. They're happy about it.
Andrew, 2 successful crosses, 4 points.
Thank you very much.
Hard earned?
Actually, it was a lot more daunting standing back there and watching it, the girls play it than actually playing it myself, but requires a lot of skill.
Well, Andrew made 1 crossing too many. Now it's Ian's turn to face the Gladiators. Can he score those ever-valuable points?
Ian's initiation on the hit and run, and Force isn't much bigger. He's heavier.
Ready.
Ian needs some big points on the hit and run if he's to go further and get closer to Andrew for the eliminator. Here he goes! Ball's coming everywhere, and that one's got him! Let's have a look at it on the replay. 1, 2, 3 seconds, and he was out of here.
1 touch for 2 points.
Oh, controversy. John Alexander says Ian got 2 points. Vulcan's not happy about it.
Attempted intimidation will not be tolerated. You're on your final warning. One last try at intimidating me, and you will be disqualified for 1 full game.
Well, there's the official warning to Vulcan, and I can understand why he's upset. Ian was knocked off. I can't see why he got the 2 points.
To intimidate an official will not be tolerated.
Well, Hammer telling Vulcan to be quiet. I want to see it again, and here we go. He got knocked off there. Yeah, no, he did make the final touch. 2 points.
Ian, we've just had the replay, and I know you'll be relieved to know that you did in fact touch the bridge, and you've gained yourself 2 points, so that means your progressive score is 7.
Only 2 points for Ian on the hit and run. Andrew scored 4, and after 3 events, Andrew leads by 10 big ones.
If you thought that was hard work for our challengers, then stick around for some more memorable moments when they come up against the cyclonic Storm.
Storm, 24, 5'5", 58 kilos, a martial arts champion. She's a one-person SWAT team. I'm glad she's on our side.
Gladiators.
Both of tonight's winners will be jetting off to the Gold Coast, to the internationally renowned Pan Pacific Hotel at Broad Beach, right in the middle of Australia's #1 tourist destination. 5 days of unchallenged luxury for 2. This prize is valued at over $3,000 with compliments of Pan Pacific Hotels. And runners-up will be able to keep in shape with this superb gym package worth over $2,000 thanks to elite fitness equipment.
Staying on your feet and powering your way to the top is what's required of our challengers to get to the summit and get those points. That's if you can keep out of the clutches of the Gladiators.
Pyramid.
60 seconds to get to the top. The first to hit the button gets 10 points.
Ready to start their climb, Bernadette and Kerry are up against Cheetah and Storm.
2 very interesting matchups here. Let's have a look at the stats. Kerry's got it all over Cheetah in the height and weight departments, whereas Storm, well, she's got a little bit of an advantage over Bernie.
Challengers, ready!
As our women challengers now prepare to climb the pyramid, first to the top gets 10 points, second to the top gets 5. If you don't get there at all, you get nothing. We've got Kerry and Cheetah on the left, Bernadette and Storm on the right, and Cheetah pounces on Kerry, brings her all the way to the bottom. A good battle here between Storm and Bernadette. Bernadette brought down. Here goes Kerry again. Cheetah grabs her and throws her down once more. Oh, this is like a wrestling match between all 4 women. Kerry now, she's going right, turns left. Can she get past Cheetah? No, Cheetah's too strong and too cutting. So is Storm with Bernadette. Bernadette maybe a break. Back on the left. Kerry trying to get away from Cheetah once more. Bernadette brought down again. Cheetah might be giving away a lot in height and weight, but she's giving away nothing in heart as she tackles Kerry, and Kerry's down once more. Bernadette can't get past the 3rd step, maybe this time. No, Storm's got it. Ow! I felt that from here, and time's run out. Bernadette trying to get past Storm. Storm was just on top of her all the time, and Bernadette tried everything, and that one must have hurt. But a great recovery here by Bernadette, and she got away? No, she didn't. And Cheetah just stalked the top of the pyramid, waiting for her prey, and unfortunately Kerry couldn't get to the top. She spent more time down the bottom.
All I can hear is all this puffing and panting around me. I'm sure the girls did it tough in that one. Did anything prepare you for this?
Oh, we'd have to run 10,000 marathons to prepare us for something like that.
I felt like I was watching a women's wrestling match.
It didn't feel quite that bad up there, but no, on the way down it did.
That's your pyramid, and you're going to defend it to the end.
Oh yes, I like the pyramid more than I like chocolate.
The curse of the pyramid strikes our female challengers. No points, and with just the eliminator to go, Kerry leads by 6. Oh, look at this, the cheetah war dance. I reckon she likes pyramid.
I love it. Come play with me.
The girls were definitely taken to the limit, but standing at the base of the pyramid, our gallant challengers, Ian and Andrew.
And guess who they've got waiting up the top, Aaron? Condor and Cougar. Andrew and Cougar match up fairly well. Not much difference in the height and weight department. While Condor has a height and weight advantage over Ian.
3, 2, 1.
Here we go on the men's pyramid. Andrew and Condor on the right. Ian and Cougar on the left. Ian's got up fairly high, and Andrew now with Condor. Oh, he's pushed him away. He's got the run of the pyramid. A clear run will get his 10 points. Well done, Andrew. He's happy too, and so he should be. Ian now against Cougar. Cougar stalks him. Ian tries to get away. Yes, maybe he has. No, Cougar's got him by the foot. Now he's got him around the waist and brings him down. 27 seconds left. Can he do it? Ian really needs the 5 points. Away he goes to the left, right, cat and mouse. Andrew cheering him on. No, Cougar's bringing him down again. That is just wasting time for Ian. 10 seconds left. Time running out. He's got a bit of a break. Cougar right there, but not taking him out of his sights. And I think the game's over for Ian. Yep, no points. And let's have a look at this again. Andrew with a fantastic move as he pushed Condor away and started running up the pyramid as quick as he could. He got up there in 16 seconds. The 10 points was his. And poor old Ian. Ian had to battle it out with Cougar and didn't have much of a chance. Cougar likes it up here on the pyramid, and in the end, it was a long way down for Ian.
Andrew, you made it to the summit, earning another 10 points, taking your progressive score to 27. You must be confident going to the eliminator.
Yeah, very confident. Thank you very much. Absolutely.
What was the secret there? You just got away from Condor's grasp.
Well, it sounds funny, but you say that dreams come true. Well, I dreamt about it. I actually thought I was going to have Taipan, except he's got shorter hair. And he grabbed me, and I just, like, the number of times it's gone through my mind, I've just pushed him away and got up there.
Well, you did it very quickly. Did you think you'd do it that quick?
In my dream, I did.
A dream run, Andrew. Your 10 points on pyramid gives you a 10-second start in the eliminator. A nightmare for Ian.
The big decider is next to be played when our challengers race to the finish. And the winner will gain a place in the semi-final.
The Cougar Fan Club. They're wrapped with their champion.
Hey kids, Gladiators is to be played under gladiator conditions, not in your home.
Gladiators.
two lucky winners of the final will drive away in Hyundai's luxurious flagship, the Sonata Levant. With its 3-litre V6 engine, the Sonata has leather trim, cruise control, electric sunroof, power windows, central locking, ABS brakes and an airbag for added safety.
I hope the last event, the Pyramid, didn't drain all the energy out of the challengers, because this deciding event is the ultimate test of stamina.
Eliminator.
Yes, this is the ultimate test, the Eliminator. Kerry starts 3 seconds ahead of Bernie.
Let's take a look at those victories the last time Bernadette and Kerry played on Gladiators.
After a tough series of games, Bernie faced the Eliminator with a 1.5 second start. She was lightning fast up the net and she raced home to break through the paper in 1 minute 16, 40 seconds ahead of her rival. Kerry had a 2.5 second start. She was quick up the net, she flew down the fox and ripped through in 1:27. Both challengers are very evenly matched.
Tell me, are you feeling confident tonight?
Yeah, it's the start of another race, start of another game. So, yeah, no, I know the course and have thought it out. So I'll just approach it as everything else.
Now, Bernie, you're pretty quick on this course. Do you think you can better your time?
Well, I'll be doing my best to better it. I'm feeling fairly confident, so we'll see what happens.
And obviously, Kerry has a 3-second lead over you. Does that bother you?
Look, I just concentrate on each event as it comes up and don't really worry too much about what the other person's up to.
Well, I wish you both the best of luck.
Thanks a lot, Kimberly.
Thanks.
Time for a quick maths lesson, folks. Kerry did the Eliminator last time in 1:27. Bernie did it in 1:16. That means Bernie's 9 seconds faster, but being the Eliminator, anything can happen. Start the clocks, because here they go. As Kerry takes off, and here comes Bernie right behind her. Kerry doing well as she's coming over the hurdles. Bernie's right there. Rope climb now. Kerry on the left, Bernie on the right in the blue. As they come up now to the monkey bars, and Bernie's hit the front. Look at her fly across the bars, 2 at a time. Kerry just behind her. Rolling logs for Bernie, a good run. Bernie's picked up a whole 6.5 seconds. She's got a 3-second lead and made up the 3-second deficit. These girls are the cream of the crop. They're the finalists, remember that, folks. And one of them will go through to the semis as they come up now to the top of the cargo net. Flying Fox and Bernie's got a good lead. This will be a good drop, you'd reckon. Yep, lovely as she gets straight up. Here comes Kerry. Oh, the legs swung back and they swung forward and she's down there also. Bernie on the beam now. A walk in the park for Bernie, now a sprint. As she sees the Travelator, goes all the way to the top. Here comes Kerry just behind him, and Bernie's through in 1:07.39. That's 9 seconds faster than her last Eliminator, and Kerry coming through. She's improved by 7 seconds also.
There's Kerry. Now, she was almost catching you there for a while. Did you feel her behind you?
I kind of sensed her behind me.
You're exhausted, aren't you?
Just kept looking ahead.
Well, that was the best way to do it because it got you through. You're into the semi-final, so fantastic effort. Was there any part there that you felt uncomfortable with?
I wasn't sure how I was going to go at the top of the Travelator, but I got there.
Kerry, I think you'll agree it was a fantastic night of games.
Yeah, I've got to say, if there was somebody I was going to put through into the semi-finals, Bernie would be it.
Oh, I'm so glad. That's lovely.
She's going to fight hard. She's going to be so tough.
Thanks, Kerry.
What a gracious loser. Now it's Andrew and Ian's turn. Let's recall their efforts last time on the Eliminator. In his heat, Ian had a 2-second advantage at the start of the Eliminator. He ran a flawless event, finishing in just 56 seconds. Andrew had very little pressure in his heat, a 7-second advantage, but he still scorched the course in 54.6 seconds.
Are you worried about this one?
In fact, I feel like I can improve on that time. There's a few things or a few goals that I set myself, and I hope I clock through that a little bit faster.
Ian, with a 10-second disadvantage, is that going to cause too much of a problem for yourself?
It's going to make things very difficult for me, that's for sure. I'm still going to give it my best.
Best of luck with the Eliminator, guys.
They're going to have to do real well to beat their last times. Andrew went through in 54.6, Ian in 56 seconds.
3, 2, 1.
And away goes Andrew with the 10-second advantage. You watch him use every second of that to increase his lead even further. Here comes Ian, and Andrew's just about at the monkey bars. Ian through the hurdles. Andrew, two at a time, into the monkey bars. He's got the cargo net coming up. Up he goes. He's going for a personal best. He's flying through the course. Ian, no slouch either. He's trying to get there as quick as he can. He's got a big deficit to make up. Andrew now comes down the flying fox, leans forward, kicks the legs up and drops. Nice. Balance beam next for Andrew. Ian up the top of the cargo net. He's made up no time at all. He's still 10 seconds behind as he comes down the flying fox. Travel later for Andrew and he's through. 52.39. A personal best by 2.5 seconds. And this is a great time for Ian. He's actually beat the champion's time by 1 second. 51.1.
It's all a blur. It's like the sprinters. Take a breath, fall out, and get to the end.
Well, you said that you'd do it. You beat your last eliminator time, 52 seconds. You did this one in.
Well, I was kept on talking to myself over and over and over, and it worked. It really worked.
I think Andrew will be one for the other challengers to watch out for. I think he'll go all the way to the top.
And if Andrew does go all the way to the top, he'll be off to London to compete in the International Gladiator Challenge. Our winners will fly there, courtesy of KLM, Royal Dutch Airlines. And while they're in England, they'll be able to call home on their Optus mobile phone.
We're glad that you've been a part of tonight's competition and that you've enjoyed these fantastic feats of strength. The challenger's spirit is strong, but so is the sweet smell of success.
And we look forward to you joining us next week with the Mighty Gladiators. Good night.
Good night.
To join the Gladiator Fan Club, send a $20 cheque or money order to PO Box 710, Spit Junction, Sydney, New South Wales.